Hey, family, so Tommy is back. All right, Tommy is back. And this episode is called Build Better. We see D-Mac and Tommy are about to try to start building. Of course, Tommy's out of CBI. And Diamond and him, they had a scuffle. Tommy steps up for D-Mac. He's like, "You ain't killing my nephew." They tell JB the story. Now, what happened is because remember, Tommy in the last episode killed Stacy, who's the Fed. So the Feds believe Tommy's one of the lead suspects, and they are after Tommy hard. Oh, dude, Stacy's husband grabs the phone from the crime scene, calls Tommy. Tommy don't say a word. Of course, Tommy's smart, and he's like, "I know it's you, Tommy Egan. I'm gonna get you. I'm gonna get you." Now, one thing about Enforce, everyone has these dramatic, intense yelling moments that they don't have in Power or they don't have in Ghost Book. And so, or Raising Canaan, so they have these weird, intense yell moments on Force, and so like there's an unhingedness to Force, which I kind of like. I like it. Kind of, it's like that tone separates it from the other ones, and I think Force overall has been a solid series. It makes sense that Tommy series was like this intense, unhinged. It's Tommy. And the Chicago backdrop and Chicago setting with Tommy in it worked. I like that with Tommy trying to change, and now we're seeing New York Tommy. Now we're seeing that Tommy that we are accustomed to, cancel Christmas type Tommy. And I mean, it is all-star level. And we're seeing also the Diamond that we heard about in season 1 and a little bit of 2. We're seeing this Diamond is ruthless. So, old girl, the police guard comes up, says, "Listen, I'm cutting you out because Tommy and Sansi have now become partners." Jannar's back on the stuff. He's like, "Listen, Diamond, she ain't messing that white boy. She ain't gonna let no breakup mess up her bread." Well, she messing that white boy. So she breaks the news to Diamond, and she's walking up the stairs. Diamond pulls the gun out. I'm like, he about to pop Gerard. Like, whoa, I didn't see that coming. Moves the gun and shoots it at the wall. Old girl falls. I'm like, yo. And Diamond just turns straight savage. We are seeing savage mode out of Diamond right now, okay? And so and so now, JB wants to defend his son, it's Akuda, Tommy, you sacrificed everything you built for my son, but that's my job. And so he beats up Gerard. I mean, gives Gerard the 2-piece. He Jake Paul Gerard. Gerard's on that stuff, man. So he ain't as crisp as he would have been. JB best him. And so a lot of stuff is falling apart. Diamond don't know yet that Gerard's back on that stuff. Diamond really has made some bad moves, and ever since that boy died, Diamond's been spiraling. Diamond's been spiraling downhill. And so what happened was that he has went to a dark place. Diamond's in a dark place mentally. And so Tommy is now trying to build. He's trying to get his, build another coalition. He's trying to get that money up. So he meets Shay, drops the money. Shay's like, "Man, this your savings?" He's like, "Oh, no, man. I know I was trying to reinvest myself." But Tommy's bluffing. So Shay's like, "You know what? We about to see it, man. In 24 hours, flip this product. If you flip the product, we got business. If you don't, I'm going to offer you." So now, Tommy's on the verge of having 2 cartels at him at one time. And so he has to team up with Miguel. Somebody goes up there, try to pop Maria. Him and Miguel are forced to, team up because they both have one common thing, and they both love Maria. And so the baby's fine, which is good. I was worried for a minute. And then you see that Tommy and Miguel and Chauncey are kind of working a little bit together. Chauncey wants to meet Shay. That's been her old MO the whole year. And so she has the upper hand now. She has the leverage. And Tommy has to kind of tip his hat to her. So she's going to be being in Shay probably in the next episode. And so now we find that King Kilo's out. And because they've popped old girl, South was up for grabs. So Diamond tells Gerard to go to King Kilo, tell him D-Mac did it, say Tommy played us all, and have Kilo on Tommy's case. So Kilo's having a kickback or whatever that Gerard props up. He ain't really welcome there. And so he tells him, "Hey, D-Mac really is Tommy. Turn out that's Tommy's nephew," and da. So Kilo he gotta die now. Gerard's like, "Man, I know where he's at." So they go and meet him, right? So they posted up at Chauncey's spot. And you're seeing this thing, this kind of weird, thing begin to formulate. And so we get into the position of that they pop up at JB's house looking for D-Mac. He ain't there. D-Mac sees Gerard with King Kilo and all of them. He's like, oh, okay, I get it. You mad because I beat you up. And he says it. So they're kind of looking at Gerard like, wait a minute, what? And so JB, they call Tommy. They can't find D-Mac's number. They call Tommy. And so Tommy's like, man, you ever hurt my brother? Da 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 da. And so they point the guns, beat him up and stuff, ask him where his son is at. He ain't giving nothing up. And I don't think JB really knew where D-Mac was at, to be honest. And so JB says, man, you man enough to shoot me. And Gerard pops JB. Headshot, 2 to the chest. Kilo and his homeboy like, man, like, what you doing? Like, bro, you catching this random bodies? So, they're like, man, we gonna get D-Mac on our own time. Gerard turns the gun, shoots Kilo, shoots his homeboy, pops Kilo with a headshot. And that's how the episode ends. There's going to be some blowback. He didn't kill King Kilo. His soldiers are loyal to Kilo. I don't know how he tells Diamond this. Him and Diamond are falling apart. And really, it's Diamond and Gerard, because their head ain't on straight. They're destroying what they're building. And man, they're destroying what they're building. And also there was like that brief scene with Chauncey's telling him like, hey, Gerard wants to take you out. So I don't know, hearing that Gerard killed King Kilo, he back on that stuff. I don't know what Diamond, if he finds these things out, we don't know what's about to happen. It's a roller coaster ride on Force. So interesting to see, man. Really great episode. It's heating up. Something's going to pop in these last 2 episodes. So a lot of great things are coming off. This is clearly the end of the series because they're killing everybody. Everybody getting the body this year. So, but yeah, man, great show. Can't wait to see what the last 2 episodes are going to be about.